Hi, this is Noah with Photoclam International, and today I'm going to talk about an interesting problem that some photographers might have. If you are shooting wildlife or sports photography or anything that requires you to shoot with a longer lens, you might have had a problem with stability, having your camera be still so that you can get a sharper image. Now with me is this Nikon D800. Attached to it is a Nikon 600mm lens. This lens is massive, it's very long, and it's very heavy. It's sitting on top of a Photoclam Orion Tilt 2 gimbal head on top of a Photoclam tripod. When you are tilting and panning your camera around, that can obviously introduce a lot of camera shake, camera vibration, micro vibrations that can significantly decrease the chances of you getting a sharper image. So every time you move your camera up or down and you push the shutter button, your camera shakes just a little bit. The more you move it, the less chance you have of getting a sharp image. So how do we fix that problem? Photoclam has developed a new type of support bracket that specifically aids in this problem. We will go into more detail about it in a later video, but it will help us increase the chances of getting a sharper image when there's lots of motion involved. So stay tuned and we'll go into depth in a later video. Thank you. Hi, this is Noah with Photoclam International, and I'm going to be talking about Photoclam's product, the lens support bracket. This is the LSB388 model. This is used to help keep our gigantic camera lens setups even more stable, provide more stability to increase our chances of getting sharper photos. There are three main parts to this bracket. The first is the camera bracket for the body of the camera. So you can raise or lower the bracket. It connects to the body of the camera. You raise it according to your lens setup. If it's too short, you can move it closer. There is a second hole here, and if it's not high enough, there is an extension piece that you simply screw into the bottom, which allows you to go even higher. And it's important to note that when you put the camera body on this bracket, you want to keep the knob in line with the bracket. You do not want it perpendicular or facing a different direction. You want to keep it straight. That helps keep everything more imbalanced and more stable. The middle part is the lens bracket. The big knob here secures the lens foot to the bracket. You simply tighten it by turning it clockwise and loosen it by turning it counterclockwise. And you can slide it along the bracket. Once you have the lens mounted on here, when you have it in the spot you want, you can turn these two smaller silver bolt knobs to lock that bracket into place. So basically, you can keep track of where your lens is on the bracket. You can release the lens from the bracket without losing that position. The third part is the barrel support. It supports the barrel of the lens simply rests on here, and it provides some extra support. You can change the height going up or down. If the barrel is not long enough, you can turn it around to make it a little bit closer, and that provides some extra stability. Now, if you have a custom lens bracket on your lens, you can use this additional piece. It is designed to work with lenses that have different bracket sizes. And again, you simply rest the barrel of the lens on top. If it's too short or does not reach, you can turn it around to bring it closer and fully support your camera lens setup. That is the lens support bracket, the LSB388 by Photoclam. Thank you for watching. Hi, this is Noah with Photoclam International, and I'm going to talk to you again about the lens support bracket 388. That is the LSB388. So I have a Nikon D800 with a Nikon 600mm lens mounted on the lens support bracket, 388, mounted on an Orion Tilt 2 gimbal head. This is a very heavy camera and lens setup. Without the bracket, this would be very difficult to get clear photos with because there's a lot of vibration, a lot of movement goes on when you move a setup like this. The bracket helps support it in two major ways. The first major way that it helps is with this bracket for the body. As you can see, we have the extension put up so it can reach the bottom of the D800. This helps ensure that the point of contact between the lens and the body is even more secure, so that there's no damage done between those two areas. It also helps minimize the shake as well. And on the other end of the bracket, we have the barrel support. When you are shooting with a cable release, or if you're doing burst photography, when you take 10, 20, 30 pictures at once, or one right after the other, that causes a lot of micro vibrations from the shutter opening and closing. This helps dampen that vibration, which again increases the odds of getting a sharper image. So altogether, this whole bracket helps helps keep the weight of your camera and lens centered, and it helps distribute the movement or the energy when you move. It keeps the camera and lens more secure, more stable, which, as I said earlier, helps increase the odds of getting a crisp, clear shot. So once again, this is the Photoclam International Lens Support Bracket 388. That's the LSB 388. And again, it's on the Orion Tilt 2 gimbal head. And due to this bracket, we can significantly increase the odds of getting a sharper picture, as well as keeping our camera gear more safe and more secure. So thank you for watching this video.